Well, good day to you, my friend. Welcome to the Goddess Breath podcast. Thank you for listening and for tuning in with this particular episode, which is going to be focused on the goddess Inanna as Queen of Heaven and Earth, her title, but really emphasizing that connection with the heavens as she is represented, and also the crown chakra. So, in the last episode, I shared about the brow chakra and this connection of energy that through all of the chakras, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, then we have the brow, there's this energetic intertwining that comes, and it represents the masculine and feminine. And then there's this sense of unity in that energy before the crown. So I want to do a meditation that focuses on that. And it's meditation and breath work together. But in any case, it's to stimulate this energy that is in this upper area of our head. And then I'll have a lot more to say about Inanna as Queen of Heaven and Earth, and I'll have a little more to say of how that represents a human, or how a human being represents the crown chakra in their everyday life, because I've been giving examples all along. And this particular chakra is not very common for people to access. So that's why I said it that way. All right, well, let's get to our breathing practice. And I just invite you to close your eyes, just thinking about that inhale and exhale. And the inhale specifically double through double nostrils, like you're breathing in the flower and blowing out the candle. So going with those inhales deep up, bringing that inhale here. Not so much in the lower belly, I'm not focusing on that right now, but bringing that inhale really deep in here and then blowing out that candle. Breathing in, bringing it up, bring the energy up, allowing for pursed lips as you exhale and making it a nice emphasized exhale. And then, of course, if you're not driving, I know some people listening are driving, but that you're closing your eyes so you can start to visualize and thinking about with the inhale and the exhale, this energy and this brow chakra and the forehead or the top of the head. And just imagine that energy as you inhale, moving this space at the very top of your head, and almost that it's that's coming in with the inhale inside your skull and lifting up into the crown. So you're literally drawing a line from this at the space in the center right between your eyebrows, and then allowing that to lift up here in the crown and staying with that. So don't listen to me, just staying with the listen to me with the inhale and the exhale, staying with the breath, staying with the breath, staying with that inhale and exhale. And just start to imagine that there's this opening as you're breathing in, allowing that opening in the very top of your head to let this like beam of light just kind of enter into your body, and feeling that light spread across you, either inside or outside, whatever feels right for you, whether that light comes in, trickles inside all your cells, or you feel and imagine that light just like a almost like a um, like like a icing on the cake, or like a waterfall cascade of just sensation in or over your body. So staying with those breaths, inhale and exhale in through the nose, out through the pursed lips, and imagining this light and energy just coming all around, inside or externally, however that feels right for you, or both, but feeling it, imagining it, and allowing it to just help you sort of melt in your body, relax, let go, just be, just be present with how this feels. Staying with those breaths, inhale and exhale, and just being in your body, being with all whatever you are experiencing today, just being with however it is, and allowing the flow of light and energy throughout your whole being. So thank you for participating in that with me. And I hope that helps you feel better. And that's what the crown chakra is about. It's about this. It's actually, it's the Sanskrit term is representative of the lotus flower that just like poofs over the top of the head as energy, light, just like beaming through from the top of the head. And that's why deities, you see in a lot of images, have the crown around them because they're sort of like holding that energy there, and that brilliancy, because it's a crown, it's brilliant, it's noticeable, right? But the actual physical crown then is not even the same idea as the energetic crown that can be totally experienced in a meditation, but also um, that living your everyday life with this type of perspective and energy. And I'll just talk about that for a minute, and then I'm going to share a poem that was written for the goddess Inanna and share a little bit about her, and then I'll be closing. I'm trying to keep these a little shorter and condensed, and I hope that's appreciated. But I'm looking at my book, and that my book Unveiling the Modern Goddess, and just sharing what I wrote, that the people that have an open crown chakra, and like I said in the beginning, it's not rare because it's not easy for people to actually have this life perspective viewpoint that all is well always, no matter what you're experiencing, that we are all connected. It's like if you think of the guru archetype, that mastery of the spiritual realm, and also that you're living constantly connected to the divine. I talked about the shaman in the brow chakra episode, and that the shaman lives in both worlds, has a foot in, in the spiritual realm and a foot in the everyday physical manifested world. And then here the crown chakra is that being who can see not only the vision but have this sense of being able to hold the collective in a way that all is accepted, all is part of the mix. It's all of our beingness, it's all of who we are. all the capacities of humankind, including the shadow parts or the parts that we alone, each one of us, may not see about ourselves. And that these shadows are within the shining light because they are part of the whole that is loved and accepted equally. And I think that's a really important perspective to have right now in our world. We're too easy, quick to make judgments and separate uh, this one from that one, or if somebody did something to us, not feel like you can still love them. And if somebody did something and you have to have boundaries, that's fine, but you can still love them. That's what I'm talking about here is really just literally, honestly, not just saying it, but feeling it as well. And that, some people will have a devotion to a deity or a guru. And for me, it's Inanna. But I have also my teacher as Jesus or Yahweh uh, is an important teacher to me. And and that I go to a spiritual community to be reminded of what is important here. My spiritual teacher, Reverend John Scott, is a wonderful person to listen to. He's also online. I can put a link in the show notes to be able to connect with him and be able to find out how to watch him online. It's not just on Sundays because it's recorded and you can watch it anytime. Um, and one thing he does really well, and this is where I'm going is with Inanna as well, is that um, I'm going to read this paragraph. Many of us will be given opportunities to be in service for others, which will in turn feed our souls. And that if we choose to transform our lives to serving a higher vibration, one that represents sound and light, one that resonates sound and light, I meant to say, we will answer the call. With this intention and a strong connection to a beloved source, our light will emanate the message of love. That's really where I'm at, and that this energy is not for the faint of heart, right? Uh, it's not that you can just hang out in the crown chakra, and live this life without being really seriously devoted to your path as a divine teacher and being in service for others and to be able to hold the space like the Dalai Lama, the His Holiness the Dalai Lama, and also Mother Teresa. In my mind, could also be really a great representation. Of course, she's no longer with us, but that when she was just a remarkable human being, and many others. But I am going to just clip it there and share that our ancient cultures 5,000 years ago were devoting their offerings and their prayers and asking for divine guidance from the ancient goddess Inanna. So I have my beloved book that I ended up calling my Bible, Inanna, Queen of Heaven and Earth. And this is written by Diane Wolkstein and Samuel Noah Kramer, who is a Sumerian scholar. But there's 7 hymns that were translated from the cuneiform tablets by Samuel Noah Kramer. And the first one that is in this book listed is called The Holy Priestess of Heaven. And it's to the hymn that they sang in praise of Inanna. I say, Hail to the Holy One who appears in the heavens. I say, Hail to the Holy Priestess of Heaven. Hail to Inanna, Great Lady of Heaven. Holy Torch, the light. You will fill the sky with light. That's Venus, the star. You brighten the day at dawn, morning star, evening star. I say, Hail to Inanna, Great Lady of Heaven, awesome lady of the Inanna gods, crowned with great horns. That's her crown. You will fill the heavens and earth with light. I say, Hail to Inanna, first daughter of the moon, mighty, majestic, and radiant. You shine brilliantly in the evening, brighten the day at dawn. You stand in the heavens like the sun and the moon. Your wonders are known both above and below. To the greatness of the holy priestess of heaven, to you, Inanna, sing. And I want to just point out your wonders are known both above and below, so heaven and earth, but also the aspect of the light and the dark, right? In all things. And I think that's the gist of really what Inanna wanted for humanity, to know that we're not perfect, but we can be aware and we can awaken to our higher connection to the divine every day, every minute, however we choose. It's our free will to decide how we want to live our lives, but also stay connected beyond our skin encapsulated ego and recognize that there's more to our bodies. It's the energy of all of who we are, and that we are light and a mirror for others. We're a reflection for others. So, as much as we can shine our light and spread that awareness, I think is really meaningful, but also so needed in our day and age today. So thank you again for listening. And I am excited for the next episode. I have a guest, my friend that I've known for a long time. We kind of drifted apart, but we've been now back in each other's worlds. And I just love that. And she's an amazing yoga teacher. She's also a leader. She's a mother, and she has so many beautiful healing gifts to share with others. So stay tuned for that one. Will be coming up next week. And then I just have one more quick episode that I'm going to say to close this series. So thank you again for listening, and be well.